Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Shumi and today we are going to be building a very cute little Kidcore post office. And so I hope that you enjoyed the video and let's get right on into it. So this is going to be the area that we're working on today. It's right next to where I built the train station in the last video that I uploaded. And so I thought that it would be cute to have another thing on the other side of these stairs that are going to eventually lead up to the housing area. So I decided that brick flooring would probably be a good look for the post office. I didn't want to go with wood because I didn't want there to be too much similarity with the two of them. Obviously they're both Kidcore and that's the whole theme of the island, but it's nice to kind of mix it up a little bit with the floorings, I think. I mean, I've never done this, but I think that it's nice to have some variety going on, you know? You don't want the whole entire thing to look exactly the same with the same flooring everywhere, right? So then I downloaded this code that I know a lot of people have used when I've looked up different post offices and stuff that people have made. This is a very popular choice because it's like the lockers that you would obviously have in a post office. They had two different versions, but I wanted to go for more of a pastel look with this. They had a pastel version and they had a like normal bright color version as well, but for this particular build I wanted to go a bit more pastel-y. And I also had to make the post office sign, this post office sign, because there's not that many around when I'm searching. I always use Pinterest to try and find code. Sometimes I use a bit of Twitter, a little bit of Instagram, but sometimes for certain things there's just not that many options, and so I had to make that myself. So hopefully it looks okay. And then I realized with the lockers they were two different colors, the panels. Two of them are grey and two of them are white, and I was like, they were too similar when I was getting them out of my like cupboards. And so I was like, oh yeah, this ain't gonna work. So I had to customize two more again. I need to get more customization tickets because I'm running out, because things like this keep happening to me. So for this build, I wanted to kind of base it off of obviously a real post office as much as I could. But at the same time, I haven't been to a post office in a very long time. And I know they have people that sit at the desks and they help you and they give you stamps and you send your post wherever it needs to go in the post box. But I also know of the post office where you just go there to like collect parcels and stuff, and I guess that's kind of more of what this one is, because you go in, it's just a singular desk like this is, and then you say, this is my name, this is blah blah blah, whatever else you asked for. I don't know, I don't go to the post office. And then they just go out the back and they just grab your stuff and give it to you, and that's it. Obviously this has no back room, this is just all one room, even though like it's outside, but I think it turns out good in the end. So I hope you stick around to see how it turns out. I thought these fences look really nice because we have the panels at the back that have the lockers. I wanted to have kind of high fences on the side as well, so it actually kind of looks more like a room. I didn't want to have tiny fences or anything. I thought those ones look better, and I thought that these lockers would go really nicely because the lockers might be to put people's parcels in and stuff if they need to be secure or whatever. But the only color that really went with this build was the yellow. The other ones were a bit too like dark colored for what I was going for, so I just put one locker in the corner, which I feel like it's fine, and then picked some pink fences to go around. I was gonna do pink and blue, but the blue ones, they had a different base, and I don't know why why did they do that? Because the pink one and the blue one, they had different bases, and so obviously it's not going to match together, and so it was really bothering me. So I had to just go with all pink. And then I used this little squares design on the ground. I decided to do it only half of the build and not like the whole thing. I didn't want to cover the whole thing with the design. I thought that would be better. And when I stream this on Twitch, I kind of take input from everyone that's in the stream as well. They do help me out quite a lot to be like telling me if it looks good or not and like giving me their ideas and stuff. And so yeah, we decided to just cover half of the floor with the squares and leave the other half just to be bricks, like where the desk is and stuff, which I thought was a good idea. And then yeah, you saw the blue fence there. The blue fence does not match, so we're not doing that. And then I was trying to find a little design to put on the other side, but just like a bit more subtly, like not the whole entire ground, but just a few squares. But none of these ones were standing out to me too much. Obviously these ones match with the lockers really nicely, but it also made the floor very, very bright. And the other one is more pastel, and so I thought it looks better. So decided against the big squares and wanted the tiny squares instead. And then Whitney came to visit the post office, see how we were getting along. I'm kicking Whitney out of my island. Whitney, as soon as she has that thought bubble above her head, Whitney is gone. She doesn't know yet, but she doesn't know what's coming. And then there was a really cute letter design that I found that I thought would be perfect to put like at the back. Just have a few letters scattered on the floor. Obviously that wouldn't be good in a real post office because they're just scattered around everywhere. What are they doing with this post? And then obviously a lot of cardboard boxes. I've never worked at a post office. I don't know. I just think there would be a large quantity of boxes, right? And they all have like millions and millions of letters in them that they then have to sort out and bring to the houses. I customized this little record holder player thing and just put a little envelope on it. I had to make it my own envelope design as well because some of the things they can be customized and I was like, that's pretty simple, and then it at least looks like it belongs in a post office rather than just looking like it's records. It's not records, it's real post, it's mail, it's packages, it's all of those things that fit in them now. And then I put down some bags as well. Bags of more letters, just bags, boxes. I was gonna put those little bottle crate things, but once again, they were just too bright. And I put the telephone box in the corner. I don't know why they don't have a post box in this game. Like, they have mailboxes, obviously, where you pick up your mail and stuff, but they don't have a post box. Like, in England, that's how you post your mail. I don't know how you do it in America or other places in the world. Like, do post boxes exist everywhere? Is that how everyone posts their mail or what? But I put a telephone box in the corner instead because it kind of fits nicely with the rest of it. And then I wanted to put this mail truck. Look how cute this mail truck design is. That's just one of the options you can do within the game. Like, I didn't customize that. That's just literally how it is. Like, I customized it to have the post person on it, the little post bear, but that was a design you can just choose from. I was like, that is literally perfect. But the blue was not perfect. They needed a pastel color and they didn't have a pastel color. So the best that I could do was this bright yellow one because at least it fits with the yellow a little bit. Then we got to eat some fruits because I needed to put some trees behind the truck because otherwise it was a bit like empty. Obviously nobody's gonna walk behind where the truck is. So I was like, we just need to have some decor there and just some things that you're gonna be able to see. But the tree ended up clipping into the fence. I didn't know that things could clip like that in this game. I know in Sims 4 things clip. I've never seen anything clip in Animal Crossing, but at the same time, I never decorated like this. So I had to move the tree and it was really annoying because that was like the perfect place that I wanted it to be. And it just wasn't having any of it. You can't put the trees too close together. You can't put it right next to the fence. And so I was having a whole palaver with these trees and trying to get them into the right place. And I decided to put down some bushes as well, just to fill in the in-betweeny gaps too. But the truck I thought is a great idea because obviously when they deliver your post to you, they don't normally come in a truck. They normally come in like a van, like Postman Pat and his black and white cat. They just go in a van, right? So you don't normally get a big lorry with mail. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I thought it'd be good because then it delivers it around the island. You know, this is where your post comes from. The post somehow gets into the post office, I guess from the truck as well, and then the truck goes and brings it round to everyone's houses, right? And so I wanted to make a little car parking space for where the truck goes. Like, that's just where it lives. That's where it parks. Someone gave me this idea. I didn't come up with this idea, but don't tell them that. I thought up this idea all by myself. And then I put around this design that obviously we've used in multiple parts of the island already, just so it kind of fits with everything, but at the same time it didn't really fit with next to the post office. I was like, I could use this everywhere, and then I was like, no, I can't, this doesn't look right. So I tried out a bit of some other different tiles to see if they would look nice, but for a car parking space I was like, would they really look like that? And so I decided to change my mind back, but you'll see in a minute that it all comes together in the end. So it all works out perfectly fine. So you just have to wait for that. I've really been having a lot of fun with this island, and I also have made the decision officially to not make it a winter island anymore. It is just Kidcore. And it is kind of daunting because I don't know how I'm going to think of that many things to fill this whole entire island with just Kidcore stuff. But hopefully, I mean, we can do it. We will see. And so I kind of deconstructed I deconstructed my entrance. My entrance was my first ever build, but I was like, it's too wintry, so it had to go. And so it was kind of sad, but we're going to redo the entrance at some point into something much more colorful and not wintry anymore, but it kind of hurts, like having to destroy your hard work kind of thing. Like that entrance took me like 2 hours or something, and it is just gone within like a few minutes, and so it's kind of sad. And then I love these steps, these little stepping stones so much. They are like my favorite path ever at the moment. And so I thought the perfect way to connect both the pastel and the brighter colors is to have a very fun, cute pathway. And doesn't it look really nice? Don't tell me if it doesn't, but also you can. Tell me whatever you think in the comments of this build. I really like how it turned out in the end, and I think, yeah, the path brings it together quite nicely. But yeah, this is how it ended up turning out in the end, and I think that is really, really cute. I don't know what else I could have added to make it look more post office-y, and you can walk around the whole entire thing of it, and I really, really like the steps. I'm gonna use these steps more in my builds going forwards as well, like everywhere over the island. I think that they look really nice. And so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really make my day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye, friends.